Guys, today I am going to be trying out a new foundation for you. This is one that a lot of people have given really great reviews about, and it is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. As you can see, I'm in shade 00B or light beige or white as fuck. The shade is a little bit light for me, but the next shade up is way too dark. And I have to say that the shade range on this is not too great. I'm going to try it out today, see how it wears, and let you know. So I've started today. I already have my eye makeup done, and I have on my new favorite primer, the Hourglass Veil Primer. If you haven't seen my primer reviews, go ahead and take a look at the videos linked at the end of this video, and you can see my reviews on all of those that I've done and not too long ago, and see why I absolutely love that new Hourglass Veil Primer. But for now, we are going to try this foundation, see how it does. I have some errands to run today. It's going to be a pretty light day, so it's probably going to be a pretty short run, maybe just 6 hours or so. So we shall see. Let's get this put on. And of course, I'm just going to apply it the same way I do my other foundations with my Real Tech Beauty Sponge. And I got this amazing mirror, let me tell you. See this? It's beautiful. Rose gold sparkles. It's great. I'm going to use that to just kind of get this applied here. I'm going to tell you, this stuff is thick. Even with my dampened sponge, this is super thick, very high coverage. It says medium to high coverage, and normally I don't need a super full coverage foundation. So I hope as thick as this went on, it's hard, it's kind of, I'm gonna throw some truth right now. It is a little hard to blend. I have never had a foundation that was this hard to blend into my skin before. I've also never used a 2-in-1 foundation. And see, it's just it's not even, I wouldn't say a whole shade too light. So I'm just going to deepen it up with some bronzer. I think we finally have this all blended in. And we have also, give you something else here, I've also found a pretty good concealer. It's the Age Rewind, of course. It has that awesome sponge. I know this stuff has been around for a while, but I've never been much into concealer, so I haven't really tried it. Now this is because I'm white. Whiter than white, whiter than snow, whatever you want to call it. The light shade is actually still too dark. I don't really know why, but it just seems to blend in. It's the same color as my foundation. So this, I found a shade. It's called Brightener Illuminator. I think that's the shade name on this. And it actually works pretty well. And I found that on my Wet n Wild foundation, on my Tarte foundation. It doesn't crease. It stays all day. It does actually amazing things. So But I've also found that I cannot set it with a powder. If I do set it with a powder, it creates lines that I don't have. And while we're talking about powders, this dried down completely matte. My skin is not tacky at all. It's not sticky. It feels like now that I have it on and have it blended, it feels like nothing is on my skin. Not a bad thing. So I'm not even going to set this with powder and see how it does, because any of my other matte foundations I don't set with powder. So we're just going to see how it wears like this, and I will instantly know if I need to go back and set it with powder after about probably an hour or so. Wearing it on my skin, I'll know. I normally do with any other foundations because I will sprout oil wells all over my face or something. So let's get to concealing. This looks super pink here, but it's really not. And I'm just going to take the same beauty sponge and blend it. And it blends out so easy. Even on this foundation, it blends out so easy. I've been wearing this for about a week. To try it out. Concealers for me are so hard. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm so white or just because maybe I'm not used to it, but they don't really have dark circles. It's just slight dark circles. You know, just like medium circles. So now that that's all blended, you can see we're all good there. Now I found this bronzer. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in shade Bronzer. There's also a light bronzer. Normally I am in the lighter colors, but this is not very dark. Now I'll tell you something. Everybody raves about this. It smells so good. And you know what? It does. It smells amazing. It smells like vacation. It smells like suntan lotion. It smells like the beach. It's amazing. Packaging is great. It's affordable. I think it was like $6.99 or $8.99. Something like that. From the beginning of time, I have been using Benefit's Hula Bronzer. So that's kind of my standard. That's my... I base everything off of that because it has been my go-to for so long. Now, this is different because if I swatch this, I just put it on my hand, look at this. It barely shows up. It barely shows. You can barely even see it. I mean, look at my finger. It's barely there. So I was a little concerned with this. However, after wearing it, it actually applies quite nicely. It's really natural though. Like, couldn't contour with this. Definitely couldn't contour. But to darken up this foundation, I think it's perfect. To just golden it up a little bit. I'm just hitting all the spots to give them kind of a natural glow. The thing I like about it, it's not too orangey, which a lot of bronzers are. This isn't. It's just natural suntan. What I have noticed though, let me tell you, if you are someone who is very sensitive to smells, this smells great in the package. It smells identical on your face. All day long, I could smell this on my face when I wear it. So I'm always like, who's been using suntan lotion? Is someone going on vacation? No, it's just my face. My face is going on vacation without me. So that's where we are with that. And I'm just using my same old Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in shade Concept. I typically go to this or the shade Party, a couple extra A's in there, and it's just a pretty good natural flush. I mean, it's kind of pink, a little warm, but that's okay. I like it. Not a whole lot of color. I'm not overdoing it. Like I said, I'm just running some errands today. I'm not going to work. I just need my face to be, you know, everyday face. I'm not trying to stun anyone today. We're going back to our lovely BH Cosmetics 6 color palette. It's a Spotlight highlight palette. I don't know if I've ever said that or not. I just call it the 6 color palette. But I did notice that they've come out with a lot more highlight palettes, some with more fun colors. They're kind of mimicking the Anastasia Beverly Hills train. You know, they're kind of following in that with some of the more fun colors, like the blues and purples and yellows and things. So I do have a palette like that. This is just the natural one. I'm flipping it upside down. You know, it's got some blush tones in there, some bronze tones, some white, some golds. I feel like there's something in this palette that works with everybody's skin tone, and my particular super white skin tone can actually pull off all of these colors in some way, shape, or form. Today, like I said, I'm not stunning anybody. I'm not drawing attention today. We're using the color Vivid. It's one of my favorite just go-to highlights. See that? It's got a little bit of the same kind of pinky, warm tone that our blush does, so I'll just pop it right over the top there in the high points. I'm not even wearing lashes today, y'all. That's how low-key this is. Right down the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow. And I'm just gonna throw on some lip balm today. This is just an EOS and it's in passion fruit, because girls' lips are so chapped. The weather's been going back and forth. Now it's super cold and now it's warm again. My lips are a mess, yo, so I'm giving them a break because I love my liquid lipsticks, but right now my lips need a vacation. So that's what they're doing. So here we go. Here's our face. Let's zoom it in for a little bit so we can see it. It looks pretty good right now. Like I said, it dried down completely matte. I can't believe I didn't have to set it with anything. It was very thick. Very thick. Very thick. Very hard to blend into the skin. So I'm not sure. Maybe next time I try it, I'll try it with a different, I'll try it with like foundation brush, like a Morphe Y6 or something, or one of my artisan brushes. We'll try that. Sometimes I have success with difficult foundations in that brush, which is amazing, by the way. But let's wear this for a few hours. I will check back in with you this afternoon and we'll see how it has held up. Alright guys, it has been about 4 hours since I put on this Milani foundation. And I have to tell you, in the viewfinder on the screen, it looks okay. It looks like it did 4 hours ago. But in person, I don't know if you can see this. It has started, there you go. See that? It's settling in everything, and I have some texture, but that is like crazy. And it's just breaking down everywhere. It's not covering anymore. And it's just like cakey. Look, it's gross. So, it's after 4 hours. My days are typically 8 to 12 hours. So, I'm thinking that this foundation is just going to be a fail for me. It looked really good when we first started. So it might be something you only wear for photographs or film. But I'm gonna have to give it a fail, guys. I don't know what the hype is, but we can see. This is not pretty. Sorry, Milani, I'm gonna have to stick to your lipsticks and your highlighters, but not your foundation.